Good morning, students. So let us talk about another type of quadratic polynomial, that is type 6. Okay. In type 5 quadratic polynomial we studied that in that type of quadratic polynomial the middle term must contain an irrational number like root 5, okay, root 3. But here in type 6 the middle term doesn't contain any irrational number, rather than the two terminal terms, that is the coefficient of x square and the constant term, should contain an irrational number, and we need to factorize it using the middle term splitting method. Here also we can follow the same procedure as we have followed in 1, 2, 3, 4th or 5th type of quadratic polynomial factorization. Okay, it is also very simple. Okay, so let's start how it does. First we need to compare this with the general quadratic polynomial, where we have to find the value of a, that is root 3, b, that is minus 2, and c, that is minus 8 root 3. Okay, as well a into c, that is the coefficient of x square with the constant, that is root 3 whole into c is minus 8 root 3. Root 3 root 3 is 3 and into 8 negative, it is minus 24, and here minus 2 is the middle term. We have to factorize or split this minus 2 into 2 halves, so that their addition will give minus 2 and their multiplication should give minus 24. Okay. So now we have to first find whether these two terms are positive or negative. So let us define. Since in the multiplication section we get a negative sentence or negative number or negative terms here, that means that must be negative into positive. So it is now clear that out of these two numbers, one must be negative and one must be positive. But since we get a negative sign in the addition section, that means whenever two numbers, one is negative and one is positive, are being added, such that the greater number or the bigger number must contain a negative sign, then here you can see minus 9 plus 8 is minus 1. It gives a negative sign. So here we know that out of these two numbers, the greater number, the bigger number must be negative and the smaller number must be positive. Okay, so it is now clear. So we have to factorize this 24 first in order to split this minus 2 into 2 halves. So let us factorize 24. Okay, so it will be 2, 12, then 3, 4, 2, 2, 2, 1. So we get 24 is equal to 2 into 3 into 2 into 2 into 1. Among these 5 numbers we have to take a pair of numbers so that they give minus 2 as addition and minus 24 as multiplication. So I can take this one as first number 2 and this one as the second number. 2 3 is 6, 6 2 is 12. Now since one must be negative, the bigger one, it must be positive. 12 into 2 is 24 and minus sign comes here. That means that multiplication gives minus 24, it is satisfied. But does that addition gives minus 2? No, then it gives minus 10. So assumption is completely incorrect. So let us take another assumptions. So we can take this as a number 3 to the 6 and the remaining one 2 to the 4 1 the 4. Bigger number must be minus and smaller is plus. So 6 4 the 24 and minus sign comes here, so minus 24. It is satisfied, and let us add them. Minus 6 plus 4 is minus 2, and we need also minus 2 in the middle portion. So this assumption is completely correct. So go ahead. Now we can write minus 6 and plus 4 are the two numbers, so that minus 6 plus 4 is minus 2 and minus 6 into 4 is minus 24. Okay, It is as usual with the type 1, type 2, type 3 and type 4. Okay, nothing different. So now this quadratic polynomial root 3 x square minus 2x minus 8 root 3 can be written as root 3x square. This middle portion has been split into two parts, minus 6 and plus 4. But plus 4 is the bigger number, so you need to write plus 4x first, then plus minus 6x minus 8 root 3. Hence it will be root 3x square plus 4x plus minus 6x minus 8 root 3. We need to put bracket over the first two terms and the second two term by taking minus sign is common from this last two term. So it will be 6x plus 8 root 3. Now we have to take common. Okay, but before that you have to factorize this term as simple as possible. Okay, see, this 6x can be written as 6 can be written as root 3 into, I am writing root 3 into 2x. See, root 3 into root 3 is 3, 3 into 2 is 6. Okay, why I am doing this? Because in the second part it has a root 3. Where there is an irrational number, I have to take that irrational number as common. That is why I have to factorize this 6 into root 3 into root 3 into 2. Now this 8 can be written as 2 into 2 into 2 because 2 to the 4 to the 8, then root 3. Okay, I factorize this into this and 6x into this. Now we can take common. So from this two part you can take x as common. So root 3x plus 4 minus, from this two part you can take, see, there is 2, there is 2. So 2 can be taken common, and for root 3 here also root 3. So 2 root 3 taken common, so remaining is root 3x minus 2 and root 3 goes out. The remaining part is 2 to the 4. You can see here. Now this part contain also 3x plus 4 and this part contain also, sorry, I forgot to change the sign here. Okay, so since minus is taken as common, so it must be plus. Okay, so here also it contains 3x plus 4, it also contains root 3x plus 4. So this root 3x plus 4 can be taken common. Okay, so it has x minus 2 root. Complete. Now this quadratic polynomial has been converted into linear polynomial. Okay, now you can write this quadratic polynomial can be written as the factorization of root 3x plus 4 whole into x minus 2 root. Okay, so this is your factorization. Clear? Let us have another question. Factorize root 2x square plus 7x plus 5 root 2 by splitting of middle term. Here also the terminal terms contain the irrational number, but the middle term doesn't contain the irrational number. Okay, so first comparing it with the general quadratic polynomial. A is root 2, B is 7, this is the middle term. Okay, and C is 5 root 2, along with A into C is root 2 into 5 root 2, that is root 2 is 2 into 5, that is 10. So here we have to split this 7 into 2 halves, okay, so that they add to give 7 and they will multiply to give 10. Okay, so here this is a positive section, this is also positive, that means the two number must be positive, it is clear. So in order to split this 7 into two parts, we have to factorize 10. So let us factorize it. 2 5 5 1. So we get 10 is equal to 2 into 5 into 1. We can take any two number as a pair. Suppose I am taking 2 and the remaining 5 into 1 as pair. 2, 5 1 are 5. Both the number must be positive. Now if we multiply them, 2 into 5 are 10, and if you add them, 2 plus 5 is 7. Okay, that means the two number that has been splitted by or from 7 are 2 and 5. So we can write 2 and 5 are two numbers. So that 2 plus 5 is 7 and 2 into 5 is 10. You need not to write this. I am only write this in order to make you understand. So this quadratic polynomial can be converted into 5 root 2 root 2 x square plus, now this 7x split into 5x plus 2x plus 5 root 2. Now put bracket over this 2 and this 2. Now if you factorize, in the previous question number 1, I have to factorize all these terms in order to take root 2 as common. So here also we have to do that. So root 2 x square plus 5x plus, okay, this 2 can be written as root 2 into root 2. My target is to take this root 2 as common. That is why I am factorizing this 2 into root 2 into root 2. Okay, because root 2 root 2 is 2. So root 2 into root 2 into x plus this is 5 into root 2, because 5 is also like this 5, we need not to factorize this 5. Now take x as common, so root 2x plus 5 faster plus, from this 2 term you can take root 2, here root 2 as common. So the remaining part is root 2x plus 5, and you can see this term contains root 2x plus 5 and this term also contains root 2x plus 5. So take root 2x plus 5 as common, and so we have x plus, and here root 2. And finally this quadratic polynomial is converted into the product of two linear polynomial. You can write this quadratic polynomial as the factorization of root 2x plus 5 into x plus root 2. So this is all about type 6 quadratic polynomial. Okay.